must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little. Sorry. I didn't realise. I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very.
Back all unusual to this. Have a safe journey.
Ice, please. Ice.
straight again. First, you must find the unalloyed gold. It's hidden somewhere in the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Then I will tell you, as promised, the secret of the tower.
Trade again.
trade again?
Back to learning that way, of course. Greetings.
everyone. Welcome to Attack of the Show, where we are going to single-handedly cure your case of the Mondays. Yes, we are. Steven Spielberg, you might have heard of him, the movie guy. He's going to give you a chance to be a big-time director. We've got the inside story on his new reality TV venture. Plus, wise guys in gay bars? Really? Yeah, The Sopranos let us have it last night, so we're going to have a little sit-down of our own, if you know what I'm saying. And Invasion fans, rejoice! Your show is back on the air, and actor Tyler Labine is here to fill us in on what's to come. All this plus a new co-host. That's right, the Olivia Munn era begins right about now. So what do you say? Why don't we just get this Attack of the Show thing going already? Good.
Pick up on this.
All 14 of them are excited. We paid each and every PA to clap today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Attack of the Show. It's Monday, April 10th. I'm Kevin Pereira, and I am honored. It is a privilege to welcome our new co-host, because it says it right there in the prompter. I had a little trouble sounding it out. Olivia Munn, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Come on now. In all sincerity, very excited to have you on the show, Olivia. I know.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
We've daily nutted a few times last week.
Yes, we have nutted a few times.
It's been so much fun working with you. I can't wait to have you on Attack of the Show. Now that you're here, I'm curious, how was your weekend?
It was awesome. I went to a party. Don't really go out that much, so it was really fun to get out.
I missed the Evite on that one.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, sure. Just getting started with the friendship thing. Way to start it off with a bang.
And then it'll be great. We'll become best friends.
Okay, cool.
And then I went surfing Saturday and Sunday during the day in Huntington Beach, and then I caught up on my TiVo.
Oh, you're TiVo girl.
Yes,
What were you
I
watching?
love TiVo. This new show called Little People, Big World.
That's the the midget reality kind of thing, right?
Yeah, they're called Little People.
The dwarfs?
They're called Little People.
The Oompas?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Oompas or Little People.
All right. So you like the reality TV, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Good.
I
You're gonna fit in very well around here, because we like trashy, low-rent TV as well.
Oh, good.
That's why we
Great.
make it. You may want to clear some space on your TiVo, though, especially for a new reality series that's coming out. It's called On the Lot, and it stars someone that you just might have heard of before, actually. Let's see. I think we have a picture. There he is right there. Steven Spielberg.
Yes,
yeah.
Mr. Spielberg himself.
The movie guy with the dinosaurs with the raptor arms. The show aims to be sort of like a mix between Survivor and The Apprentice, which really isn't a huge surprise, as the executive producer is Mark Burnett, who, as you might know, produces both of those shows, along with pretty much every other successful reality television show for the past 6 years or so. So, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. But I did like it the first time when it was called Project Greenlight.
Ooh, sorry, Steve. She's feisty. She's feisty.
Oh.
Yes, that's a bit of a snap, but it's true. It's true. It does sound familiar.
It does sound familiar.
But it's kind of approaching things a little bit differently, actually. The show is going to feature 16 different teams of producer-directors, and the grand prize is a feature film that's going to be produced by Spielberg himself. Not too shabby. You want some details, though? Here's how it breaks down. The teams will have to create one short film each and every week. So the films will be in different genres, like horror, comedy, romance, snuff, you name it. Then it'll be shown in Spielberg's private screening room to a panel, which will consist of a movie executive, a film critic, and a very special guest. They're going to give their notes, they'll talk, they'll eat the milk duds and the popcorns, but then the audience will vote on the outcome, and when he fires people, the best part of it all is Spielberg's catchphrase. It's going to be this. It's going to say, "You're a shill for the Hollywood system, devoid of talent and existing solely on the creativity of others." Actually, that's really not a good catchphrase, and to be honest, Olivia, I just lied. I don't know if that's true or not.
It would be a great catchphrase.
It would be pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'd wear that on a T-shirt. But no one knows how involved Steven's going to be in the show. He's pretty busy getting that whole Indiana Jones sequel ready to shoot. You know, the one that he's been working on since The Last Crusade in 1989. The show will debut mid-2007. He's a busy guy.
Busy guy. All right, well, from reality to, well, someone's fantasy, I'm sure. That's right. Things really got crazy last night on The Sopranos. The episode featured a wedding, a beating, and a club full of sweaty gay bikers. In case you missed it, that's right, Kevin, here's a short little recap. Johnny Sack cried like a schoolgirl when the feds dragged him out of his daughter's wedding. Tony agreed to whack Rusty Milio as a favor to Johnny, and keeping with the theme of senseless violence, Tony also beat the Stromboli out of his new bodyguard just to show his crew that he's not weak. And the biggest holy crap moment of the night, Vito was outed. Two wise guys were collecting money from a gay bar when they bumped into Vito, dressed like the biker from the Village People, with a sweaty man friend by his side.
Yeah, that was a pretty shocking
Yeah.
little revelation there. And no one knows what he's going to do. You know, last we saw him, he was in a hotel room with a gun. He might off himself. Maybe he'll shoot the guys who found him out. Who knows?
That'd
But
be
I
interesting.
liked Tony profusely vomiting after he beat the old Stromboli. That was hot. So Sopranos, good stuff. And speaking of shady deals, actually, the New York City gossip circles, they're all up in arms, chattering away. And not because they were refused entry into like a trendy new restaurant. No, this time, it's all about extortion. Ooh. Jared Paul Stern, a freelance writer for Page 6, the infamous gossip column in the New York Post, has been suspended while undergoing a federal extortion investigation. Now, Stern is rumored to have demanded $100,000 and $10,000 annual payments from supermarket tycoon and billionaire Ron Burkle. Of course, like anyone who's been accused of anything, the writer claims it wasn't his fault and that it was really the billionaire businessman who offered him the money. So, you know, he's the victim here, Olivia.
Well, isn't he? Aren't they always?
So they claim.
So they claim.
Now, with the internet, you know, making celebrity gossip not only ubiquitous but also fair game to anyone with a camera phone, are people who do this for a living forced to really get this cutthroat? I mean, the sad thing is I have a feeling that things are going to get a lot uglier and a lot cattier. Meow. That was me getting catty on you. I'm sorry.
I noticed.
Didn't mean
You
to
do
take
that a lot,
didn't mean to take
actually.
the claws out. I do. I like it. It's
Yeah.
my kitty cat. That's what I got. Olivia, you are kind of a mystery to our viewers at home. I know everything about you. Some would say too much. I have the photos. But I want to give them a chance to really fire away with their burning questions. So what would be off limits?
Nothing.
Fantastic. She's
Nothing.
an open book. Take advantage of it. Email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/ask us, or you can chat with us and ask your question there in our IRC chat room. Just go to chat.g4tv.com.
All right, everyone. Coming up after the break, our gadget expert Will O'Neill will show you which digital cameras are best for, let's say, marginally legal activities.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
And now, joining me here to skirt the line between legal and not so legal, it's gadget expert Will O'Neill. Will, welcome to the show, buddy. Doing very well.
Good, man. Having a good time today?
Having a fantastic time. Olivia's here. We're going to
It's
talk
very
about
exciting.
something that's very near and dear to my heart right now.
Changes, that's right. Yeah, sexy stuff. Anyway, you're a funny guy. Thanks, Kevin. So I know you've all been wondering, which digital camera will work best in dark movie theaters? And I have the answers. But remember, if anyone asks, you don't know me. Here at Attack of the Show, we know times are tough. How better to make some extra money than by making some bootleg DVDs? But before you run out and spend all your hard-earned cash on some hardware, you're going to know which camcorders are best at recording, low-light situations. Come on.
First up, I checked out the Canon Allure 100 Mini DV.
The Canon Allure can record video in 16:9 or widescreen format. Additionally, it has 20x optical zoom, as well as 800x digital zoom, and built-in image stabilization. That's not enough. The whole thing will cost you only about $400.
With the Allure 100 Mini DV, we're looking at a... Hey, yo, what's up, dog? Oh, no, man. I'm recording a movie. You know how I do it. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to call you back in a minute. Anyway, with the Canon Allure 100, we're looking at an initial investment of like $400. Shh. The GigaShot can record to the 30 gigabyte hard drive or an SD card.
The Toshiba GigaShot has a huge 30 gigabyte hard drive, but it can also record content to an SD card. That's not enough. It also has digital and optical zoom, as well as image stabilization.
With its 30 gigabyte hard drive, the Toshiba GigaShot is a good deal at $800. The JVC Averio line is no joke. This baby bypasses tape altogether and records directly to the 30 gigabyte hard drive.
With the Averio, JVC threw in everything, including the kitchen sink. Like the Toshiba, it has a 30 gigabyte hard drive, and it can also record to an SD card. Like the Canon, it can record in 16:9 widescreen format. But it also has 10x optical zoom, as well as 200x digital zoom.
The Averio is pretty high-end at about $1,000. Hey, baby. Want some popcorn?
Ew.
That's right.
Well, there you have it. Well, the JVC Averio line is great. That $1,000 price tag, that's a big pill to swallow. That in mind, we got to go with the $400 Canon Allure 100.
Yeah, all kidding aside, remember bootlegging is illegal, kids.
Oh, is it?
We don't, yes, Will, it is. We don't
forgot.
endorse it in any way. Pay for your ticket like a grown-up. But if you have to back up a movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't that legal?
Yeah.
Movie backup?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No. You picked the Canon Allura 100.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mini DV. All right, so we went with tape. I'm surprised. I thought for sure you'd go with a hard drive-based thing.
Well, it's really affordable. It's $400, whereas the ones that have the hard drives are pretty expensive. Like the JVC is like $1,000, and that Toshiba one as well is like $800.
Right.
I mean, it's very cool and sexy, that technology. But I mean, if you're like a hack bootleg, DVD guy like you or me, then $400. I mean, I can barely afford that.
And what's nice is you can switch between widescreen and normal aspect ratio on the fly, right?
On the fly, there's a button there. It's pretty cool,
Not
which
bad.
is great for like letterbox type stuff and then normal.
So again, we're picking this for the price. In case they didn't hear, what is it?
$400.
$400.
$399 plus tax. So it might actually be a little bit more than $400.
They get you on the tax always. Thanks, Will, for sharing the camp.
Sure, no problem.
Everybody, don't go anywhere. We've got exclusive interviews with the cast of Scary Movie 4 plus an inside look at the bizarre world of public access television. Yeah, you really don't want to miss this one. I promise. Stick around. Late at night, while most of us are asleep, an odd assortment of people step in front of the camera and hit their local airwaves. They're the stars of public access television, and they're also the subjects of the new documentary, Public Access Hollywood.
Howdy, I'm Mr. Gray the Martian, and I'll be singing the second song with Did Ezekiel see a UFO?
People are getting on public access to be famous because it's free airtime. Why not?
And you've been an actress for how long, Ruth?
About 30 years.
Okay, and you've been on sitcoms?
But Mr. Biscuit's only been in the business 11 years.
Oh, okay.
That's why we're all here, aren't we, for fame?
Will Perugine directed the documentary. He joins me now. Will, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
I got to say, I watched the movie this weekend, and half the people in the room were just rolling on the floor laughing. The other half were almost in tears because they felt so sad for these people. What is everybody's fascination with public access television?
That it's just different than what you're seeing every day on TV. It's like you're flipping the channels and you're seeing these slickly produced, big-budget TV shows, and then wham, you've got this raw...
Well, speak for yourself now. Come on. Sorry. Continue.
And then you've just got something that's just so raw and so different that you're like, well, what is this? And it's.
What is it though? Like what's the guy with the singing green puppet? What's his deal? Like who is this guy? Why is he on TV?
He's David Hart, and he thinks he's reaching the masses and the children through his puppets every week, and preaching about Christian Science and the dangers of drugs and the existence of UFOs. So.
And he used to be a real actor, right?
He did. He said, well, he claims to have been on Chico and the Man and. And the Dating Game, but I can find no records of him being on those shows. So he also claims Jim Henson was a Sunday school teacher.
Right.
So you got to take it for what it's worth.
And he claimed to be, was he abducted by aliens or visited by aliens?
Both. Abducted and visited. He's visited from time to time, and still he wanted me to go out to the desert with him and film UFOs. And
that's where you drew the line.
That's where I drew the line. Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine anything. He's that guy on MySpace that the 2020 reports warned you about. Like, come visit the aliens with me in the Mojave. Yeah. No thanks, buddy. Why are they doing this? Like, I understand that he thinks he's reaching the kids and warning them about the dangers of crack, but is it because they're local celebrities?
Well, yeah, they are local celebrities, and it's different here in Los Angeles. People think that, if I can just get my TV show on public access, some Hollywood director is going to see it, and I'm going to get discovered, and I'm going to be famous. Right. And the reality is, it's not how it works. But in a way, it is, because look at Francine Dancer. She has this cult following of people who know who she is. Same with David Hart. Have these huge internet followings, and.
But I mean, they're famous. They're like there's a T-shirt that says "I'm a local celebrity." I mean, it's fitting for them. But at what price are they getting this fame? Because they're not getting let into any clubs. And if I'm correct, some of them are actually homeless while they're also doing the public access.
True. What is it costing them? Their own dignity, pretty much. To get up there for a half hour and do whatever they do. But it's not really costing them anything.
Are we seeing a Wayne's World syndrome here, that everybody sees that, oh look, you can get popular, you can get big, this is huge, we can do this, or has this been going on since even before that movie?
Well, it started in the 60s. I can't remember. 1968, the government mandated that public access has to be part of these cable franchises. But yeah, I would say probably when Wayne's World took off, it was probably brought more attention to public access, and trying to think of something recently that would have drawn attention to public access.
Well, probably not a lot, because it sounds to me like public access is kind of going the way of the dodo.
It's starting to die, yeah.
Is this because of video casts and everybody's on the internet doing this thing, or?
It's because of the internet, video casting, podcasting, blogging, vlogging.
Right. Any other cool buzzwords that the hula hoop kids are saying?
Yeah, and also satellite TV doesn't offer public access, so I think that in the next 5 years you're going to see in a different medium, a different form.
Sure.
You're
You
not
think
gonna
that
have,
perhaps the Francines of the world will migrate to the internet?
yeah, absolutely. I think internet's going to kill the public access star.
Have you? What was your first? Do you remember your first public access encounter? Is there something that draws you to it, or?
You know, the first person we saw was Francine Dancer, and it was just like, who is this person? And, you know, we just kept seeing her week after week, and like, well, let's go find out, because it's like Mr. Rogers says, these are the people in your neighborhood, so let's go find out who these people are.
Thankfully not in my particular neighborhood, but yes, I understand. The greater Los Angeles neighborhood. Well, I got to tell you, Will, it is a phenomenal film.
Thank you
you
very
for
much.
coming on and share it with us. And I hope everybody out there takes a look, because I think it's right up there, very ironic alley. Everybody, to get the whole story, head on over to publicaccesshollywood.com. It's right there, and you can pick up the DVD and learn even more about the stars that you just saw. Stick around, though. We're going to dazzle you with the oddest sites on the web. We call them gems of the internet. Plus, the stars of Scary Movie 4 sit down and field our admittedly softball questions. It's coming up next. Starting tonight, my friends, G4 will boldly go where no other network has gone before. It's the launch of Star Trek 2.0, an entirely new way to watch classic Star Trek episodes. Star Trek 2.0 allows you, the viewer, at home to interact in a variety of ways with the classic series. You'll see trivia facts and show-specific stats. You can take part in real-time chat and play along with the Spock Market, which is an interactive tool that allows you to buy and sell shares of certain characters. Catch it tonight and every weeknight here at 11 p.m. on the G4. For more details on the Spock Market and other ways to interact with Kirk and the boys, log on to g4tv.com/trek2.0 for more details. That's period, kids. Now, with new horror films being hatched every single day, it stands to reason that the spoof franchise Scary Movie is never going to run out of fodder. And we got the goofy cast to sit down and chat about number 4. Take a look.
Today, you play a game for your lives.
Scary Movie is back, and for veteran cast members Regina Hall and Anna Faris, it feels good.
It is. It's so much fun. You know, I mean, we do actually work hard, but it's a lot of fun. And every time I come back and I get to work with Anna, and it was great because I got to see Chris Elliott again and Carmen Electra again and Anthony. It's great.
I feel like a senior in high school. Like, you know, just sort of such a sense of ownership over the whole thing. And it's definitely a very comfortable environment for me. We're all sort of like a family.
And Carmen Electra, who appeared in the first Scary Movie, is back, but in a different way.
It's so exciting to come back. I really didn't think that I would be in any more of them because my character dies in the first movie. So to come back and spoof the village and play a completely different character was really fun.
Ezekiel, shall we have a foot race?
Other movies in the crosshairs include War of the Worlds, The Grudge, Brokeback Mountain, and Saw.
I'm on TV, y'all! Check it out!
And there's pop culture references, of course, the Tom Cruise's appearance on Oprah.
He is in the building, the man who saved the world.
Of course, everyone has their own theories on what makes something ripe for parody.
Anything that takes itself a little bit too seriously, I think that we tend to spoof movies that are hits and that are also visually distinctive.
That, and you know, there's got to be the idea that there could be a twist to it.
Hey, you cold?
Yeah, horror movies are incredibly popular. So everybody's obviously having a response to them. So to get in there and, you know, make fun of them, people respond. People love to go to these movies.
Well, anything that's been oversaturated in the media.
And then in you know, there's a bit of behavior that we have a little fun with.
If something happens that strikes us as funny on the set, or if something isn't working, we'll add something.
And sometimes they add things even after the movie has been shot.
I received a call from the producer of Scary Movie saying, you know, I hope you're not going to be mad about this, but we made a few changes in post. It was number 1 in the script, and then it changed to number 2, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not in my house, am I?
Hey, what you doing? Relax, man. I'm just trying to grab some nuts.
4 movies is a lot for one franchise. Will everyone come back for more?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm always excited to see what they write and what they do.
The second they said anything, have you heard anything? Be honest.
You know, at the end of Scary Movie 3, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I realized halfway through doing 4 just how much fun I was having. So, yes, long story short, you'll see me in Scary Movie 12.
Now, I don't know if you actually caught that at home, but Scary Movie 4 has a cameo by Dr. Phil in a scene that parodies the movie Saw. So if the chance to really see that self-important bald schmuck get horribly mutilated, if that's not enough to get you to buy a ticket, sorry, I've got nothing else for you, kids. Scary Movie 4 hits theaters this Friday. Now, if it's a news story that broke in, say, the last 12 hours or so, chances are it's in the feed.
Kicking things off, we've got some movie news. Lucky number 11 debuted at a not-so-lucky number 5 at the box office this weekend, raking in $7.1 million. That's right, Josh Hartnett continues to prove he's box office gold. Inside Man boosted $9.1 million for a solid 4th place. Take the Lead failed to do that, landing in 3rd place with just $12.7 million. The Benchwarmers brought in die-hard Napoleon Dynamite fans to the tune of $20.5 million. And finally, Ice Age The Meltdown took the top spot once again, pulling in another $34.5 million worth of screaming toddlers. In other entertainment news, Dogtown and Z-Boys documentarian Stacey Peralta is at work on 6 Nights, 6 Records, 6 Years, a history of the seminal rock band The Doors. The former skate rat will examine the turbulent late 60s and early 70s through the lives and music of Jim Morrison and company. In other news, ABC and the Walt Disney Company will experiment with free downloads of hit shows Lost, Alias, Commander-in-Chief, and Desperate Housewives. The shows will be available on abc.com starting next month. Episodes in the trial run will, however, carry commercials that you can't fast forward through, proving once again that nothing is truly free. From the world of fast cars, Scion has released a teaser image of the 2007 Fuse concept car in advance of its debut at next week's New York International Auto Show. The Urban Coupe has a shorter nose, a lower roofline, and turn signals built into the wheels. Speaking of hidden treasures, Easter eggs, those hidden bits of extra content usually found on DVDs and in video games, are on their way to comic books. The first issue of independent comic Zoom Suit will feature phone numbers and websites littered throughout the panels that unlock additional story elements. In this case, a vast internet conspiracy. And finally, the reluctant internet celebrity known worldwide as the Star Wars Kid has settled out of court with his cyber tormentors. Gislan Ruza, the tough name, has sought more than $300,000 in damages from the former classmates who posted his video of his lightsaber technique. Ruza insists the incident caused him severe emotional distress and made it impossible for him to attend school. Terms of the settlement are confidential. All right, everyone, that's the feed. For more news updated throughout the day, check out g4tv.com/thefeed.
Few shows dare to visit the World Wide Web's freaky side, which is why you love us and our gems of the internet. I just blew them an awkward kiss. I'm not proud of that. Pretty much a low moment.
Wasn't so awkward.
Oh, thank you, Olivia.
No
you know what is awkward? Our gems of the internet #1, boots for dogs. Seriously, petboots.com has the best dog shoes available on the market today in terms of design, durability, and overall value. Dog boots. According to the site, especially now with the toxic chemicals that they put on our roads and lawns, dogs need shoes.
Wait, don't dogs have paws? Like those padded paws?
Right, so of course you have to protect them. I mean, they're sensitive, I think.
Okay.
Well, let me show you the varieties, because it's not just a boot, Olivia. Here's the standard dog boot, good for normal, walking, trotting, perhaps. Do dogs trot? Something like that.
I think that's a horse.
Oh, this is the performance boot. See, I got this wrong. This is for like hardcore games of fetch. Next one's protective boot. So in case you live like in a trailer park, perhaps there's some, I really don't know. I don't understand the concept of boots for animals that eat their own feces. I just don't get it.
Well, you know, I can't believe there's more than one boot, if there is a boot indeed, because I only have 2 pairs of boots.
Oh, do you have a performance boots for when you're, Oh, no? Okay.
No.
Gem 2, plagues for kids. This is something for all the horrible parents out there. Just in time for Passover, Judaism.com has a bag of plush plagues, to keep the kids entertained. Only $15.96 if you act now. So you might be saying, okay, what's a bag o' plagues? Here's what you get in the yellow bag of plagues. Notables include a giant lice for the lice plague, an icky boil on a piece of flesh, how about that? And a very sad head for the death of a firstborn son.
Well,
Kid you not.
You know, I used to be jealous of the stuff that kids would get nowadays. You know, our technology was so, like, compared to now, is just light years.
Right.
But not feeling so great about this new.
You would have preferred Pong over the plushy boil?
Plagues?
Yeah, bag of
Yeah,
plagues.
I think I might have.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, that was disturbing. Let's go back to dogs, because dogs seems to work at least somewhat.
Yes.
Gem 3, World's Ugliest Dog Voting. The website for the famous Sonoma Marin Fair in Petaluma, California. The fair is host to really the world's ugliest dog championship. So here's the current 3-time running world champ, Sam.
Oh my God.
Now, sadly, Olivia, he passed away over the winter.
Oh my God.
He looks so healthy. Sam was the ugliest dog ever, so now that finally gives the other fugly dogs a chance. So
I was just talking to someone just a second ago about how much I love dogs, and I would even love ugly dogs.
What about that particular dog?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've loved an ugly dog or two in my time, but that's why I gave up Jaeger. Here's Rascal in third with 2,013 votes. He's kind of cute. He's scrappy. I like him. He's a contender. Now here's Lucille Bald. Oh, wow. In second place, 2,646 votes. Yeah, needs a little work. And our current leader, though, Pee-wee. Yeah, look at that. He's ran into the glass door a few times. 3,186 votes. Don't forget to go online and vote for your favorite. I'm kind of shocked that Nicole Richie was slighted yet again. That's ridiculous. Because that woman is busted.
Nice.
Busted. Good on all fours. You can find all these dogs and, of course, our gem links at attackoftheshow.com. That's our website. It's where we put things online.
All right, everyone. Stay put. Our Game Lab reviews Battlefield 2 Modern Combat for the Xbox 360. Back.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
On the next Attack of the Show, we'll review the Collector's Edition DVD of Mission Impossible because, you know, that's the sort of thing we do on DV Tuesday. Plus, rock the vote. We scoured MySpace for its hottest girls, and you get to decide who we invite onto the show and who continues to wallow in obscurity. And from Office Space to News Radio to the West Wing to, hell, you get the point. Actor Stephen Root will be here. We've got lots to